Hello friends, my name is Lindsay if you're new, and welcome back to my channel. And I thought we could do a what I eat in a week Gousto edition. So this is not sponsored or paid for or an ad or anything like that. I just really like Gousto. I do have a discount code in the description box, and you can get 65% off your first box and then 25% off your first 2 months. And then I earn £20 credit on my Gousto account should you do that. Now, the reason why I love Gousto so much is because as a neurodivergent girly and someone who absolutely loves food, I really actually struggle with feeding myself, mainly because I never know what to cook. And a lot of the time I can't be bothered to cook, and I get to a point where I'm just that fucking hungry I need to eat something, so I live off of sandwiches and, cheese on toast and eggs on toast, that sort of thing, which is not the healthiest. So Gousto gives me options, but they're limited options. It's like this is the box for 2 people for 5 meals. So I just have to look at the recipe card, go, oh, I fancy eating that today, let's make that. And they're so easy to make. You have all the ingredients there. Yeah, I love Gousto. So let me show you what meals I've got this week. So it all comes packaged like this. You have your bag of your condiments and sauces, and then this is the bag of cold stuff. You always get an ice pack that I just cut open and defrost. And then, yeah, all our ingredients. So like I said, I went for the box for 2 people and 5 meals, because then I can have it for lunch the next day. So what have we got? We have shredded hoisin chicken wraps, 1 pot pork and beef cheeseburger macaroni, Mexican style pulled chicken burger with paprika fries, fiery Xi'an inspired salt and pepper fried tofu. I always try to get at least 1 vegetarian meal as well, and minted lamb burger and sweet potato wedges. I always try to get stuff that will be nice the next day cold for lunch as well. So that's why it's normally pasta things, wrap things, burgers. So yeah, I'm gonna put all this stuff away and I will bring you back when I'm making the first meal. So I'll just show you what I do. So I put together all the ingredients for each meal, and then I will put them together in my fridge, which it's not looking too great right now, just so that each meal I can just grab from that pile, and that'll be 1 meal, that pile, that'll be 1 meal. We've got 1 meal here, 1 meal here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And then I'll just put this big bag of all the sauces and stuff in the fridge. And all the rolls and stuff I'll just stick in my cupboard. It is now dinner time. Well, it's not. It's 10 to 5. I'm absolutely starving. So I want something quick and very simple to make. So I'm going to have the shredded hoisin chicken wraps. I'm going to get my pan on. I'm going to get some oil in my pan. Get the ingredients out. So we just need everything we have here. Chopping board. And knife. Excuse the mess there. I probably should have tidied that up before, but I am hungry, so I don't care. Double check we have everything we need. Chicken breast, cucumber, gem lettuce, hoisin sauce, soy sauce, spring onion, toasted sesame seeds. And open packet and let it air. It just sounds gross, but we shall do it. Airing the chicken. Once hot, add your chicken breast strips and cook for 6 minutes until cooked through. Whilst chicken, so it says, slice your cucumber into discs. Let's go to the end. And then each disc into matchsticks. And of course, you've just got to eat the end of the cucumber. cucumber matchsticks we will pop in here. I always like to do a bit of a mise en place, as they call it. Kind of get everything ready before you actually start the cooking bit. Okay, trim and slice spring onions lengthways into strips. And when I was younger, I didn't know you could eat the white part. I worked in a sandwich shop once and they asked me to cut up spring onion, and I did just the green bits. Okay, let's try to do this as thinly as possible. I don't really know how. Okay, our julienne spring onion. And then, yeah, add your tortillas to plate, pop and microwave. Don't have a microwave, so we'll heat them up on the toaster. Once chicken is cooked, transfer to a clean chopping board and spread apart using 2 forks. So, yeah, easy. Is this hot yet? It's getting there. Just take a couple of leaves for now because it will stay fresher if I keep it whole. This is later on in the recipe, but like I said, I like to get it all kind of done. Wash the lettuce. And then just shred the lettuce. I can feel that the pan is getting hot, so we'll dump our chicken in. Wash our hands, even though we didn't really touch it. And I'll be back once the chicken is cooked. So I'm terrified about undercooking chicken and overcooking chicken. So I've cut into them all, and I think they're okay. But we are going to put them back in the pan anyway, just in case. So we're going to pull this chicken now. So just 2 forks, and yeah, take some time. Yeah, it looks like it's all cooked. Okay, that is the chicken pulled. Pan back on the heat. Chicken back in. Add your hoisin and the soy. And give it a mix. And then it didn't actually say to salt and pepper your chicken, but I did salt and pepper the chicken because I can't help myself. Then we have our wraps. So I have this bit on the toaster, and that's what I just put the toaster on and then warm the wraps on there. So a little bit of lettuce. I probably could have done more lettuce, but it's fine. Loads of cucumber because we love cucumber. Just a little bit of the spring onion in each. Should we give it a taste test before? Let's try a little bit. Make sure it's actually nice. Yeah, it's good. A little bit of our chicken in each one. And then because I cannot help myself, some sriracha. Just a touch. There's a singular line. And that is my dinner. Let's give it a taste test, shall we? So yeah, that's what it's looking like. Let's just roll one of these bad boys up. I took too big of a mouthful. Yeah, it's good. So after eating that, I realised I didn't put the toasted sesame seeds on top of those wraps, but it's fine. It's fine. It is Sunday, and I didn't make a Gousto meal yesterday because I actually went out for dinner with my friends to celebrate some birthdays. So I'll put a video on screen of what I had. I had slow cooked lamb with hasselback potatoes, and it was delicious. And for lunch today, I turned the leftover Hoisin chicken into like quesadillas with sriracha and cheese. It was an interesting combination, but it was delicious nonetheless. Now, let's have a Gousto meal number 2. So I'm going to make the 1-pot pork and beef cheeseburger macaroni. So let's get everything out that we need, shall we? I think this is everything. Let's see. So we need beef stock. Intense beef stock, yes. Brown onion, yes. Cheddar cheese, yes. Garlic cloves. 2 garlic cloves. Grated hard cheese. The macaroni would be useful. Mustard, ketchup, pork mince, a tomato ketchup and tomato paste. Okay. So before we begin, takes time to prep. Again, I like to chop things first and have my mise en place ready. But we'll get this on heating up. I think we need a kettle as well, so I'll get the kettle boiling. And we need a knife and some scissors. We need to peel and chop our brown onion. Peel and chop into wedges. Wedges. Big wedges, little wedges. Yeah, so I've kind of just done them like that, not quite wedges. Chop your tomato roughly. And then I need to finally slice the garlic and then grate the cheese. Just looking over the recipe, I also need sugar. I haven't got icing sugar, I think that's okay. And some flour. So yeah, brown off the beef. Add all this, including the tomato paste with sugar and flour and some salt and pepper. Oh, I need some milk. I really should read recipes before I just decide to do them. Grated cheese, 100 ml of milk. I'll bring you back when the beef is cooked. Okay, the beef is pretty much cooked. So I'm going to add in the onions, chopped tomatoes, garlic, the tomato paste, and then it says a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to say is about that much. Don't quote me on that. I need to buy some more sugar. It's not just icing sugar. And then flour as well. And it is a tablespoon of flour. And then season again with salt and pepper. Give everything a good mix. And it says let it cook until fragrant, whatever that means. I'm going to cook it until the onions have started to cook. Because we do not want raw onion in this. Yeah, just until they start to soften a little bit. And then we'll add macaroni, beef stock, grated cheese, milk, and then 350 boiling water. So then it needs to be 450 altogether. And now this dinner is actually meant to go in the oven, but I haven't got my oven fixed yet. So I'm just going to do it on the hob and I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, the onions have started to soften now. Intense beef stock. Then we'll add in our water and milk mixture. And then, yeah, the grated cheese as well. Give it all a good mix. And then I'm going to make sure it comes to the boil and then just stick the lid on. And let's see how it gets on. It does say, cover with lid and put the dish in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes or until the pasta and beef are cooked through. The beef is cooked through, but we just have to make sure the pasta is. But yeah, I want to make sure I bring it to a boil first. Okay, it's come to a boil. I'm going to turn it down, lid on, set a timer for 25 minutes and let's see where we're at then. Okay, the macaroni is all cooked now. So it says, once pasta is cooked, remove the dish from the oven. Top with your grated Italian hard cheese. Just give it a final mix. To be honest, it's looking a bit weird. All of this grated cheese. Right. And then put the lid on until that melts. And then drizzle your tomato ketchup and mustard ketchup over the top. Probably going to add a bit of sriracha as well because we love some spice. It's basically melted. It's fine. So yeah, drizzle the ketchup on the top and yeah, that's what it says to do. It doesn't quite drizzle this ketchup like it does in the picture. And this is mustard ketchup. It's looking a bit weird. Not sure I have complete faith in this one. This is what it's looking like. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure I have complete faith in this. I think if I was going to do it again, I would definitely cut the onions up smaller. Just because I don't like massive bits of onion. But yeah, let's give it a taste. It's going to be very hot. Yeah, mustard ketchup's not the nicest flavour. It's got an odd tang to it. No, it's okay. It's not my favourite thing I've ever had from them. Kind of want more cheese on the top. I should have left some. I want to grate some cheese on top. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'll eat it, but it's just a bit strange. So the Hoisin chicken, that was like a 4.5 out of 5, and that's probably a 2 out of 5. I'm going to add some more cheese and some sriracha, and that'll make it taste nicer, I'm sure. I apologise for the noise of the washing machine in the background. I'm just hungry, so I'm making the dinner. And today, Gousto meal number 3 is minted lamb burgers with sweet potato wedges. So what I have already done is cook my sweet potato wedges in the air fryer, just because they take a while, and made caramelised onions. Now we need to grate some garlic and strip mint leaves from the stem and chop finely. And the garlic is going half of it in there and then half of it in a pot. Let me find a better pot. So we'll do 1 clove in there, 1 in there. This already has half the chopped onion in it as well. Sorry, you are not anywhere near me. So I saw on TikTok that if you save your mint sprigs and put them in water, you can then grow more mint. So as I'm in my wanting to grow food era, but without a garden, I'm going to give them a try. Let's find a glass I can put them in. So last year I saved some pepper seeds from a Gousto box. I saved some from a normal pepper and then like a chili as well, and I'm growing them on my windowsill right now, and they've just started to sprout, and it makes me very happy. So that's probably a bit big really, isn't it? But we'll give it a go. We'll stick it on the windowsill, see if we can get it. So yeah, apparently they're meant to just root out and then you can grow them. So I will keep you in the loop if they do. Right, I'm going to stick that on the windowsill. Okay, what am I doing with this mint? Strip the leaves from the stem and chop finely, discarding the things. Half of the chopped mint in there, and I'm assuming the other half in there. Just going to try to put them on top of each other a bit and then slice. What does Jamie Oliver always say? Roll it like a cigar. See, I don't like a traditional like mint sauce that like you have with lamb in England, but I do like yogurt minty sauces. Half in there, half in there. What next? This should have ground cumin in it. Just add our lamb. Yes, is that right? Generous pinch of salt and pepper. Like generous with the salt, probably a little bit too generous, but like a lot of pepper too. I've got my pan just heating up again. A bit of oil. Yeah, let's go in with the lamb. And it's just mixed together, form 1 patty per person. Clean hands. Probably just clean hand for now. Now, how big is the ciabatta? Because they do always shrink, but you want it like to fit in the ciabatta, don't you? Split it in half, equal-ish. And then, yeah, that should be alright. It will shrink a bit, but should be okay. And just stick it in the pan. Something really satisfying about doing this. Squeeze that in as well. Right, wash my hands again. Okay, so yeah, they're just going to cook. We're going to make our minty cucumber sauce now. So cut your cucumber in half lengthwise, scrape out the inner seeds. With a teaspoon, discard the raw seeds, grate the cucumber into the bowl, add the remaining chopped mint, garlic, and the natural yogurt, season with a pinch of salt and pepper. Mix together and set aside. Okay. We will do that if I can get the fucking thing off the cucumber. I'll discard that in a second. brain ever just go, nope, just stop completely. I would love to have a big kitchen so I could do proper cooking things. You can actually see what I'm doing. But here you are, it's the best place for you. I really want to squeeze the water out of this. I know it doesn't say. It doesn't say to just no, it doesn't say to squeeze the water out, but that's what you do when you make tzatziki. So, okay, wash hands again. Add some salt. Should have picked a bigger bowl. This is what the sauce is looking like. Basically like a tzatziki. I don't know what else they put in tzatziki. I feel like they do put some other sort of herb in there, but I'm not sure. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that raw garlic is fucking strong. Good thing I like garlic and I live alone. Yep. Right. I'm gonna toast my ciabatta, tidy up all my mess, and be back when my burger's cooked. You know me, sometimes I just can't well enough leave alone, so I've added a little bit of paprika, some cumin, and some sumac that I had left over from a Gousto box, and a little bit of sriracha because it needs to be done. So yeah, there is our caramelised onions. Here's our lamb patty. Dollop of this sauce, lid on, and then some sweet potato fries. Not the crispiest, but they'll do. So the fries were just salt, pepper, and oregano. Let's give it a taste test, shall we? That's what it's looking like. This is a good one. Would recommend this one. That's so good. I'll see you back when I'm making my next meal. It is time for Gousto meal number 4, I think. So I'm going to do the fiery Xi'an, I think that's pronounced, inspired salt and pepper fried tofu. I'm not going to do the rice. I'm not in the mood for rice right now. Let's get everything out, shall we? In a large dry pan over a medium heat, you need to toast some spices. Once hot, add your cumin seeds, fennel seeds, cracked black pepper, and chili flakes. And then once they're roasted, transfer to a mortar and pestle that I need to wash out because it is very dusty. Make sure this is dry as well. Put them in mortar and pestle, bash into a fine powder. Ooh. That is my neighbour upstairs emptying their sink. And then drain your tofu, pat it dry with kitchen paper, tear it into bite-sized pieces. I might just cut it actually. Alright, mortar and pestle, clean. Pan slowly getting hot. Get the tofu out. No, we will do what it says. We will tear it into bite-sized pieces. Mainly dry. Okay, we'll just let them toast for a few minutes. And it does say, watch it like a hawk, so they don't burn. Bite-sized pieces, alright. Tofu autumn. Umami seasoning. Ooh, umami seasoning. We need garlic for this as well. Grate your garlic. Let's read half the red chopped chili and the chopped in and start to smell them. Okay, so we need to chop our chili, and then we want half of it in here. Yeah. Oh, I can smell that now. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're done. Put them in a pestle and mortar, reserve the pan, add your smoked salt. This is the smoked salt. Give everything a bash. Okay, there. Smell amazing. As ground as I can be bothered to do them. So, tofu. Add your corn flour into a bowl with most of your mix. The umami seasoning. Umami seasoning. and get in with mayonnaise. This is the sauce, so ketchup mayonnaise, which I believe is like a thicker kind of sweet soy, question mark, not quite sure. Oh, it's flavourful. And then half your rice wine vinegar. The other half should go in here, so that should have the chopped chilli in it. That's going to be for our cucumber. This mix. Add a tablespoon of cold water. Give it a taste. Oh, it's fiery. Good though. Bash your cucumber with a rolling pin and chop it into small bite-sized pieces. This is your smashed cucumber. All right. Very smashed cucumber. That can go in here. Does anything else need to go in there? Chopped chili, drizzle of oil, and a pinch of salt. I don't have anything to drizzle oil with, but you can have a spritz. And a pinch of salt. I feel like there wasn't quite enough rice wine vinegar, so let's see if I have salt. Yes, I do. Let's do another capful. Tasty. I need to cook my tofu now, don't I? Back on a high heat. I could have poured oil. It says enough to cover the base of the pan. Oh, so we're frying them. Can I air fry them? I think I'm going to air fry them. I don't want to use all the oil. Might have to do them in batches just so they stay crispy. Nah, I can fit it all in one. So all in a single layer. Got these weird crumbly bits. That's why I should have chopped it. But they'll go nice and crispy as well, I suppose. Spritz of oil. And I'm just going to guess this. I'm going to do 180 for 7 minutes and see how we go. Okay, I did the tofu for about 10 minutes. Sounds nice and crispy. I'm gonna just put some on my plate. I don't want to eat all of it. Tiny sprinkle of this seasoning kind of over everything. That's what it says. And that is Gousto meal number 4 done. Let's give it a taste test, shall we? This is our spicy smashed cucumber salad. It's just a pickly salad, it's good. Crunchy bit of tofu. Try it by itself first. It's going to be super hot. Mmm. It's nice. Nice. It's quite spicy. I'm trying to make myself like tofu. It's just got an odd texture to it. I'm dipping it in the sauce now. Give that a try. Yeah. Yep, really good. I'd give this one 3.5 out of 5. Yeah, I'm sticking with the 3.5 out of 5. Very easy to do. I'm glad I decided to air fry them instead of frying them in oil, just because then it's a bit healthier. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy this now. And then we've only got one Gousto meal left. Okay, now that I've eaten most of it, I'm gonna up it to a 4 out of 5. My mouth is on fire though. It's on fire. It is time for our last Gousto meal. So we're going to have Mexican style pulled chicken burger with paprika fries. I'm not going to do the fries. I just want the burger right now. So let's get our ingredients out. My tomato is looking very sad. Very sad. So, add ground cumin, dried onion, chili flakes, and a plate. Yes. So we'll do something. We'll figure it out. Get the pan heating up. Add ground cumin, and chili flakes, dried oregano, and salt and pepper. And then, yes, just put the chicken in. Grass. Make sure it's all coated. Okay, all nicely coated, and then just cook in the pan. Wash my hands. I need some boiled water, okay? To grate my cheese. So while the chicken's cooking, dissolve your tomato paste in 200 ml of boiled water. Mix our mayo with our vinegar. So what we're going to do is cook the chicken so it's browned on both sides. I've just dropped mayo everywhere. And then you cover it with the tomato stock, put a lid on, and then cook it all the way through. So this is our zingy mayo. Oh, yeah, super zingy. I'm going to put some salt and pepper in that, actually. And our chicken. Nice bit of colour. You're meant to have a salad with it, but my tomato is looking a little bit sad. Okay, got nice colour on both sides. Add tomato stock and cook covered. The pan's probably a tad too hot, but I'm going to turn it down and bring you back when it's cooked. I'm just going to see if this chicken is cooked, and the easiest way to do that is cut it in half and see, because it felt cooked. Yes, well, that one is cooked. And now just pull it. Realise there's been two pulled chicken recipes this week. It wasn't intentional. I kind of want this to reduce a bit, so I'm going to put that on high just to get that reducing. So the chicken is all pulled, and now we cover with the grated cheese. Put the lid on until that's melted, and that's it done. So got our bun that I have toasted here. I'm going to put lettuce on it. Put some of this drizzle, this zingy mayo. Tomatoes that I have marinated. So I just put salt and pepper on them. But I keep seeing people going, you've got to marinate your tomatoes. You're not marinating your tomatoes for your sandwich. What are you doing? Put some more zingy mayo on this side. And then, oh, chicken. How are we going to get that from there to there? And there we have our pulled chicken burger sandwich. I feel like the sauce could have been a bit thicker. It's made a very wet sandwich. Very wet. Oh, hot. It's good. It's good. Oh, nice little bit of heat there. Yeah, good. Very messy though. So that has been what I eat in a week. Gousto meal editions. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll catch you guys next time.